clown virgins, clown virgins. We're getting together to make the world better. Clown virgins, clown virgins. We'll make you laugh and play, we'll take your blues away.
And I hope you'll find this connection even more deep in the coming days and the coming sessions. So thank you for sharing with me this time. Have fun.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Dario. That was just perfect. It's just what we needed. So thank you. And do check out that TED Talk of Dario's. It's really a fascinating and beautiful story. Now, my friends, it is time to transition into our provocation for the day. So each day of the conference, we asked different people to provide this initial provocation. It's like a little injection of some challenge, maybe some question, something a little bit spicy, something a little bit provocative to get us thinking and maybe allow us to come up against some of the preconceptions or sort of fixed ideas we have about clowning. And the first day today, we have one of my favorite clowns and just most dear friends, Angela De Castro, joining us for that. De Castro is one of the most loved women clowns. That's what her website says. I think she's one of the most loved clowns, just full stop, in the world, and is founding director of the Why Not Institute, where she teaches signature courses and workshops such as How to Be a Stupid, which is going to be running as part of the Summer Clown School, which is an annual thing from the 2nd to the 20th of June this year. And we're going to pop the link into the chat right now for the Why Not Institute. And also we'll share more information about that at the end. If you haven't worked or studied with De Castro before, it's an amazing opportunity. She is one of the best teachers out there. And that summer school is also including some workshops by the wonderful Kevin Brooking, physical comedian. De Castro is a leading theatre practitioner, actor, teacher, director, and speaker. Her performances and methodologies are recognized in the UK and abroad, and she's won awards such as Lawrence Olivier Award in the UK, Golden Nose Award in Spain, the Nesta Dreamtime Fellowship, an Arts Foundation Fellowship, and International Fellowship by the Royal Academy of Music and Drama for her contribution to the worlds of art and clowning. So, De Castro, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
You're
I'm
there.
here. Hold on. Yeah, here I am. Okay. Hello, everybody. And a huge introduction. I feel quite weird now. Oh, God. No pressure, isn't it? No pressure at all. Now, I want to, hold on a sec. I'm not very good with these things, right? So I want to see people because I can't keep seeing myself. So I want to.
Yeah, go to gallery view and you'll see everyone, De Castro. Do you know, you switch on gallery view at the top right hand corner where it says view.
Right. That is it. Hello, everybody. I can see everyone now. Hey, Jati. I can see everyone. That is very good. Much better, isn't it, to have an audience? So here I am to provoke. Well, I'm not quite sure if that's really a provocation, but I've been researching a long time about the clown's intelligence, because the clowns also have a right to have intelligence, right? So when we are working, when you're clowning, when you are either devising or creating or performing, which kind of intelligence do you use? And that is my point, because for a long time I started thinking about how, I tell you what holds me is the state of clown. If I can put myself on that state, I then fly away. I forget about my own intelligence and I let the clown ride. Right? It's difficult. It is more difficult than we think because we want to be clever, you wanted to be funny, we wanted to have the best ideas, you wanted to solve the problem. So in a clown world, many problems arise. Problems arise that in our own world, we can then solve it easily, very fast, it's done, right? But clowns have a different intelligence, don't they? You know, they can, which sometimes they generate many more problems than the initial one. And maybe you don't even solve the initial one. Maybe they do, and maybe they don't, right? If you let that go, if you're not so anxious to solve yourself, let the clown persona you have to solve it. Be with it, see what's happened. So how many problems can you have if your shoelace is untied and you want to tie it? Oh, okay, you go there and do it, but hey, would your clown persona do the same? Which kind of intelligence would they use? And that's my research. And that's my point. So the clowns, they encounter a lot of failure. Failure sustain problems. Problems becomes intriguing, and quite often that's what makes the audience laugh. They either laugh, or they feel moved, or they feel for you, or they feel sorry for you, right? So how many times when you are improvising, we don't use the first thought that comes to our mind? Talking, clowning, right? You're clowning, improvising, you are there having a go, and suddenly you have an idea, but you say, no, that's not very good. That's not clever enough. That's not funny. I have to think about something else. Oh, that's too small. That's no good. Normally we put ourselves down, don't we? Oh, no, that's no good. So let's follow our intuition. When you allow clowns to think, it's amazing what they come up with. They come up with things you can never imagine. The solution is just there if you let it happen. So I kind of think that when I start training this and start thinking about it and start, I love researching, right? I research, I give it time for it. I want to know how the clowns think, right? How can I sustain that? So I thought that we have to deconstruct the mechanism of our thoughts. And to do that, you have to slow down because our intelligence is really fast. Our mind is full of stuff, right? So if you don't really concentrate, it doesn't come. If you don't really listen to it, it doesn't come. If you don't give space to it, it doesn't come. So it's a constant inner monologue that is on your mind, right? So I normally use these movements when I'm trying to explain it. I kept saying, look, the clowns, they have a different mechanism on their mind. They think differently. Do not let them think. And I realized that this mechanism, this movement, means that I'm bringing the back of my mind to the far front, my rational to the back. Let's open up and see what's happened. So that's my provocation, right? So sometimes, for example, on the workshop, there is a moment when the exercise that you ask a question. For example, they pick up a paper and there is a question. And I set up that they are a real expert. on that subject of that question on that paper that they didn't know what it is. And then they open the paper, and I say to them, you open the paper and you're going to read aloud what is on the paper. So you're going to discover the question with the audience. So, and then questions are a question that, for example, it goes, what is the name of Giotti's mother? Do I know the name of Giotti's mother? I haven't got a clue. But he's thinking about it. So what's happened in workshops is that people come immediately with an answer. Oh, because she is, or like this or that, blah, 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 and I know her, and lying. It's not true. You don't know. You haven't got a clue. I don't have a clue. I just come up with that because I saw Giotto on my screen, right? I just come up, but the clown wants to, the clown has the speciality of know everything and specializing knowing nothing, but wants to be included, right? So he's gonna think about it. Well, what is it that you can say about, oh, it's a woman, it's female. Maybe it's female. Nowadays we can't say, well, maybe it is female. And what else can you say? You have to think instead to try to fill the gaps with your own intelligence. Do you get my drift here? And sometimes there is a question that people know. Okay, what is death? Go to explain that. Okay, you can explain end of life. Oh, when you don't breathe anymore, when you kaput. You can say that, right? But the clown might think a bit more, right? If you let it. I once done this question a long time ago, and this guy was the best answer I ever had. This guy, he thought for 5 minutes. He started saying death, repeating the question. And then he said, death is a blind notch. How profound. But maybe if he didn't think, he wouldn't come up with this. So that is my provocation. What do you think about that? Do you know who is thinking? You? Or is the clown? Our intelligence is very good now. Our intelligence is very good for organizing the sequence of the show, and to organize stuff, but on the creation, on the playing of it. How wonderful it is to let your clown think. Use their own intelligence. They are going to come up with a completely different perception for the world. In my work, my work is always about representing human nature, right? It's always about what is happening there and how people can relate, can engage. So, oh, something is saying, confirm you speaking language. Are you understanding my English? Oh.
Yes, we understand you perfectly, De Castro.
Yeah, they come up, I think, on my screen. And I'm not very good with this technology. So, that's what I think. I think, and I let the clown think. Is there a question? Do you want to say something? Do you want to debate?
Yeah. I want to sit in the not knowing of that question. But I think it is very provocative, what you're saying, and I'm sure there are questions. And we have another 10, 15 minutes in this session. So I think if anybody would like to just put up a hand and come off mute and ask the Castro a question.
I mean,
That
I
would
can
be
give
appropriate.
examples. I can keep giving examples. I can keep talking about it, but I'm very known for talking a lot. Oh,
I'm
go
not.
on, Jordan. Go on, Jordan. Put your mic on me.
Hi.
Hello.
I have a curiosity as you're sharing about this, your intelligence being in different places, being our human, our like everyday intelligence versus the clown. And the curiosity that's coming up is if there's, I mean, it's not a question just for you, it's a question for all the clowns, I guess, and everyone's is probably different. But since you're here sharing with us, I'm curious about the different felts, like if you can track in your body or in your energy, like how that different intelligence, maybe where you feel that intelligence coming from, for yourself, the clown intelligence, where you understand.
I understood. Well, for me to answer this question, I have to say that for me, my clowning is not a technique. Is a state that I put myself in. You can call this state anything. You can call a state of creativity, state of imagination. I'm on something. It's something that suddenly you are somewhere else, right? So when I am in this place, everything's possible for me. I have no censorship. So then I have clown personas. I don't have a character that I write. My clowns, I have more than one clown. My clowns, they come out of a hunch. Suddenly I say, oh my God, I have another clown persona here. It's a part of me that I decide to expose. And therefore, they become somebody, an entity of with their own right. It's very schizophrenic. I agree. They don't lock me out because I'm a professional on that one. So when I have these clowns personas, for example, this guy here, it's on the sync of my promo. This guy is a clown called Silva, right? He has his own intelligence. This guy come up to me, on me, and suddenly it's completely different than me. It's a part of me that is out there. So therefore, they think, and I let it. It's all about you allowing it to happen. Right? So he exists, has his own identity, his own personality, wasn't a character that I create, was suddenly a part of me that started coming up when I was clowning. I was actually teaching in Australia when this guy came up. And I realized that. Said, oh, there is somebody else here. And that's when I use my own intelligence to realize that something is happening and allowing it to happen and give space for it to happen. And therefore, with time, they start developing, this guy start developing his own ideas or personalities or thoughts, have their own opinion. And it's funny because sometimes we, as ourselves, we can't say a lot of things and we can't do a lot of things, but the clown can. The clown has this allowance, you see. So what's her name, Jordan?
Yeah, thanks
There
for
she
that
is
question.
there. Now you move. You went up now in the screen. Hey.
We have a question from
Did I answer your question? Right.
yeah. We have a question from Nova. Yeah. Nova, go ahead.
Hello.
Where are you, Hen? Wave.
I'm just waving.
Are you waving?
I'm waving. That's me. Can you see?
There.
Yeah, there.
There we go, Nova. Hi, Nova.
Thank you so much for taking my question. It's well, I have to admit, I'm just taking my first steps into the world of clowning. So maybe my question sounds very basic for everyone, but I love what you're saying right now, because it's something that I've been telling myself to get out of my own way to find my voice. But I find it difficult how to do it. Is it that we just, if whatever the first thing that comes to mind, you said don't reject it, but that could be the thing that's my intelligence. So maybe I should reject the first thing that comes to mind and keep quiet and then see what else
Right.
comes up. Like, how do I find this other clown intelligence or clown voice, which is not mine? Like, how do
Well,
I?
Look, Nova, there is so many ways to approach clowning. There are several entrances, right? So there are people, you just have to study it. You have to go to as many workshops as possible, not
Okay.
just one, but many, because there are many lines. So my friend here, Barnaby, he has his own practice, his own belief, his own truth. I have my own, and so
Right.
many other theater practitioners here, or clown practitioners, or clown teachers, or mentors, or facilitators. They have their own way. They're not copying anybody. The good ones never copy anyone. We come from our own guts, right? So you need to find what's your identity and what is it that's going to help you, that you're going to believe. So you can come to me, you can go to Bard, you can go to Morrison, you can go to Avner, you can go to Hillary, you can go to Mike Bonfather, you can go to thousands of people. But as many as you go, better for you. Because then afterwards, you're going to take what you believe. You don't need to believe in what I believe. That's my beliefs. We can share a few. So if you are on the very beginning, my advice for you is to take as many workshops as you can. Write it down, your notes, and you need to have patience, you see. No, we are living in an era of being immediate. You are immediate. You want everything really fast. So don't go slow. If you go slow, you go very far, right? So I know what of bullshit here, but hey, do as many as you want, as you can do. Be calm with it, and slowly it comes up. Don't let anybody push you into this or that. You find your way, right? What is it, Jyoti?
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful advice. Thank you for the question, Nova.
I wanted
Rachel
to.
has.
Hey, Nova, where are you?
In Norway.
Norway. Well, come over. Come to London.
Okay, I'm coming.
I was in Norway on the Clown Festival. I direct a variety show there. Yeah.
You know, I actually wrote to
Yeah.
you.
And I
wrote to
run
you
the
to come to your
same
workshops.
course. And I run the Clowns Intelligence course in Oslo. Yeah.
But
Amazing.
then I'm coming to you. I'll do it.
Come
Seriously.
to me. Come
Yes,
to me.
I will. I will. Thank you. Thank you.
There ain't no place I'd rather be. You're lighter than the sun and the stars to me. Everybody's family at the Clown Virgin.